So then guys, I just want to today wrap up everything that we've seen this week from Apple. It's been a massive week where we've had so many different products coming out, including the star of the show, I'm going to say, is this right here, the new MacBook Neo. It's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I'm a massive fan of this. So first of all, let's talk about the MacBook Neo. Then we're going to talk about some of the other products that obviously have come out this week because like I said, it's been an amazing week from Apple here in March time. And yeah, let's go and see what the MacBook Neo is all about to begin with. So, like I said, to begin with, we've got the new MacBook Neo, and I am a massive fan. This is a product we've heard about for some time, potentially coming, and it's finally here, and they're so cool. We've got lots of lovely new different colors here. We've got, for example, down this end, we've got the new plush color. We've also got the new citrus here, got silver, indigo, I think it is. It could be, but either way, they are some great new cool colors. One thing I do love, I'm just going to show you here, I'm going to pick up here the citrus one. Have a look here at the keyboard. Can you see the actual keyboard, the actual colors have been kind of like integrated in with it. So you've got sort of a greeny kind of citrusy kind of haze on that. And that is awesome. And same here with the indigo as well. Look at that. Can you see the darker? And then obviously like on the plush one, the pink one here, can you see? The keys are kind of a bit pinkish there. And that is amazing. I think I love that nice little touch here, what Apple have done with this. But the actual MacBooks themselves are absolutely amazing. So, if I just pick up the Indigo one here, we do have two USB-C ports here. One of them is a USB 2.0, one of them is a USB 3.0, so up to 10 gigabits. So you can choose that, charge on one. That's cool. I also love that Apple have actually put the speakers on the side. You've got a speaker here on one side by the headphone port, another speaker here on the other side. What is really, really awesome to see that they're obviously not just underneath the screen. You've actually got some good sound coming out of it. Lovely 13-inch display, very similar to what you get with the MacBook Air, but obviously a little bit smaller because it's 13-inch, not 13.6. That is great. Now, what I would say is there's also two choices with this MacBook. So you either got one that starts at $599. That one actually comes with just a lock button and also comes with 256 gigabytes of storage. But then if you go for $100 more, £100 more, whatever in other countries, then obviously you get the 512 gigabyte and Touch ID. And I think that is an incredible double ups, price, especially in what the world's like at the moment with RAM and everything. And talk about RAM, a lot of people ask you, how much RAM is in this? Well, it's actually 8 gigabytes. And the main reason is because it's paired along with that A18 Pro. And remember who this MacBook is for. It is not for people to do full-on pro apps. It's for very, very light kind of photo editing. Like the Photos app? If you want to do Magic Eraser and things like this, yeah, that's what it's for. Or, for example, if you've got GarageBand, or, for example, you've got, say, like iMovie, that is who this is for. It is not for Final Cut Pro. It is not for the likes of, full-on AI models. That is not as well. This is perfect for students. It's perfect for people at home who are watching TV, wanting to book their next holiday, as it were, or vacation. This is what it's for. It is perfect for that need. And the pricing, like I said, starting out $599 US or £599 here in the UK, I think it's exceptional value for what you are getting with this. The other thing I just want to quickly mention is it also does have 16 hours of battery life with this too. Again, is really, really good, I think, for what you are getting with this. Remember, obviously, like the MacBook Air gives you 18, for example. It's only 2 hours less. Remember, that's up to. But it all depends what you're doing. You're not going to, like I said, crash this out. So I think, if anything, you're probably going to get better battery life, potentially, than a MacBook Air, because obviously you've been doing more kind of pro-y kind of apps. But yeah, overall, I am absolutely in love with these new Neos. And yeah, I think it's a great new product that Apple have added this time around. But let's move on to the next product. So moving on, we also had this week the brand new iPhone 17es, and obviously one of the big changes, obviously we had a new color introduced, this soft pink color. It's pretty cool, to be honest. I actually like it. Nice and elegant, I would say. So yeah, really, really like that. Obviously, you've got the classic like white. There's also a black one too, which is really, really awesome. But overall, yeah, nicely done here. What Apple actually have also done is they've done a few couple little changes too. So we've also got the A19 chip in this now. So that's the A19 chip. What it has got is one less GPU core compared to the regular iPhone 17 A19. Not a big deal, but to be honest, who this is aimed at, it's perfect with that. You do still have the notch, you still have the 60 Hz display, I will say say that with it. But obviously it's a great kind of intro level kind of iPhone to get out there. The other thing as well, the 48 megapixel camera also has been updated now. By default, it actually takes 24 megapixels now when it sort of bins it down, as it were. So that is really, really awesome that it has that too. So overall, yeah, this is really, really cool. A nice little subtle upgrade that we got with the iPhone 17e. And again, these are available, and yeah, it's a nice intro to get you into the Apple ecosystem or into the iPhone ecosystem. Or if, for example, you've got an old iPhone SE and you love that, and obviously you want to upgrade it to something a little bit more powerful, these phones are perfect for your needs with that. So yeah, really, really do like the new iPhone 17e too. So the next products that we've also seen this week, we've seen the new iPad Air, what's come out. Obviously this has the M4 chip inside of it, so it's a nice enhancement that we've got inside of this. Obviously it's nice and snappy. It's great for students, I think this is. Also, especially now you can, you've got your Magic Keyboard and everything like that. You've also got your Apple Pencil. You can use Apple Pencil Pro again. So that's really, really awesome. That's the 11-inch version. So yeah, it's really good that we got that nice upgrade to the M4 inside. But then we also got the new MacBook Air, and the MacBook Air now, obviously, again, 13 and 15-inch. You've got the M5 chip inside of it, and it's absolutely fantastic, even for gaming as well. Look at this. This is brilliant now, what you could do. This is that new sim game what everyone's downloading on Steam at the moment. But the power of the M5 chip is absolutely amazing. Remember, this is running a game right now. I'm just going to put my hand underneath. And it's warm, but it's not over hot. It's more than capable. And obviously, just moving around here, I can see it's not throttling or anything like that. It looks absolutely superb, the gaming here on this. So it's a really, really nice upgrade. I think the other cool thing that Apple have done this time is that they've doubled up the storage as the baseline. So we don't get 256, we now get 512 gig. And obviously that does cost about £100 more, $100 more. But the thing is, if you did it back in the old days, this time a week ago with the M4, it would have cost you $200 more or £200 more. So really, I think it's quite a good upgrade that it's only $100, £100 more, 4512. And then you can also tier up again to 1 terabyte and continue on that route. The same with RAM as well. So 16 gigs baseline, but obviously you can push that up if you wanted to, all the way up to 32 gigabytes of RAM with the M5 chip. So yeah, I was really, really happy to see that these also got a nice big update this year in 2026. And then finally, what the last products to talk about that Apple brought out this week is that obviously we had the new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros. They've been updated now with the M5 Pro, and also we have the M5 Max, if I remember how to say it there. But I think the cool thing I love about the new M5 Pro and the M5 Max, so we've got these new super cores that have been introduced. So you have performance cores and super cores. So this is really going to push it out now, the boundaries. I thought M4 Pro and, the likes of M4 Max was incredible. But the power you get with this is absolutely unbelievable. Like, for example, with M5 Max, over 600 gigabits per second is phenomenal with it. And, what I've got right here in front of me is a demo here of 3 of the new displays as well. We had some new displays this week, remember? Studio displays. We've got the new Studio one, what has the new kind of speaker sort of system built into it, a microphone array, and then Thunderbolt 5. But we've also got that XDR one as well with Pro Motion built in too. And these look absolutely stunning. And the cool thing is right now, this MacBook Pro I'm using right here, is powering all 3 of these monitors just with one single cable. And then you can daisy chain. So you can plug into one, daisy chain to the next, daisy chain to the next one after that. So you've got a full on, as it were, battle stations, what I like to call it, with everything going on, all powered just by one single MacBook Pro. So this is absolutely incredible for what you got. Don't also forget as well that for the likes of the M5 Pro now, you get 1 terabyte storage as standard now. Same with the M5 normal MacBook Pro too. So this is really, really cool to actually see that Apple have also pushed that up. So yeah, I'm going to be trying out some bits and pieces, some benchmarks in the near future, some AI bits and things as well. So yeah, this is going to be really, really cool to test out over the next couple of weeks in doing some reviews for you guys. But yeah, really impressed with everything that I'm seeing right here. So overall, it's been a fantastic week from Apple with all their product launches that they've had. I cannot wait to test out all these different products because there's been so many of them, and yeah, it's going to be a fantastic time to do lots of reviews coming up. And if you do want to check out those reviews, and also if you enjoyed this little video that's been made today, make sure you press the like button first of all. And of course, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.